Hello and welcome to this very special edition of No Spin. I'm Nidhi Razdan. He is without a doubt Indian cinema's most influential figure, and today as he turns 80, this is our tribute to the one and only Amitabh Bachchan. For more than 50 years, Amitabh Bachchan has enthralled audiences, whether it was as the angry young man or more sensitive characters. He even had a terrific flair for comedy. He still does. He was the unlikely hero when he started, tall, lanky, not exactly the conventional chocolate boy of Bollywood, which is why many say his first few films were actually flops, and many in the film industry had written him off. But then it all changed. At a time when most stars were playing romantic leads like the iconic Rajesh Khanna, Amitabh Bachchan's Angry Young Man, which began with Zanjeer in 1973, tapped into something the country had never seen before. This was unlike any other leading man at the time. Amitabh's characters were brash, fearless, passionate, angry, all at the same time. Characters that writers like Javed Akhtar and Salim Khan brought to life as they revolutionized the film industry through films like Zanjeer, Diwar, Dawn, and of course the cult classic Sholay. As he lurched from one super hit to the next, Amitabh Bachchan, however, learnt the hard way that what goes up must come down. And so he became the master of reinvention. When his films weren't doing so well in the 90s, he became a TV star instead, and then eventually found his way back onto big success on the silver screen. Well, joining us on the program tonight, first is Ramesh Sippy, the director of the legendary film Sholay, one of Amitabh Bachchan's super hit films. Mr. Sippy, thank you so much for joining us on NDTV. Let me begin by asking you that as Amitabh Bachchan turns 80 today, how would you sum up what he means to Indian cinema?
To be honest, can you ever sum up Mr. Amitabh Bachchan in a few words, in a few lines? It's impossible. He has so much. He has done so much, and he continues to do it. Now he's into his 80th year, and he's still doing it all. So he's on a health show. He's doing a variety of things. How can you put him together in one small little bit? It's very, very difficult.
Well, of course, you directed him in Sholay, and I believe there's quite an interesting story about how you decided to cast him for this role.
Well, we had the rest of the cast was already in, but at that time with Danny Denzongpa and as Gabbar, and we looking for the final star to be slotted in, the actor to be slotted in. And I was a bit insistent, let's not take another star because we'll have problems with dates, handling egos and all that. And Salim Javed said that there is this young actor who's doing really well. We would recommend him very highly. Please have a look. And I thought back, I said, there's no need to look. He's done Anand, and he's done Bombay to Goa, a light role against a very serious role. So he's got it all, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So why not? Yes. So, and we went for it, just like that. Whole industry was against it. Please don't take this Lambu. We had a party, and people were saying, Lambu ji ko mat lena. They said it from a point of view, he's bad luck. So a lot of his films had failed. But I remember Salim Javed saying this, that he's really working well. And I remember the visuals and feel I had of Mr. Bachchan in those two films. I said, okay, let's go. And what a lovely decision. What a wonderful decision that was.
Well, there were other towering actors at the time. Clearly, your casting of Sholay proves that. You had Dharmender and you had Rajesh Khanna. But what was it that made Amitabh Bachchan stand out?
Well, I worked with Mr. Khanna in a small guest appearance in Andaz, where he was on the motorbike with Hemaji, and then it was a very short role, but a very, very vibrant role, and it stood out. But casting him in this role didn't seem to be the right casting. Somehow I felt he wouldn't fit into this as well. And I don't know, when you look back, you can't think of anybody that could have been better. It wasn't done with such precision that this is tailor-made for him or anything like that. But it turned out to be so. And the rest is history. His achievements in the line are such that how do you look back on something like this and say, oh, you made a... At that time, we did it. He was a good actor and we had to have somebody in at the last minute. We needed somebody and he was there and we were very happy to have him.
Well, does anyone, you think, come close to Amitabh Bachchan today? I mean, I know we have amazing stars and actors like Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan, but no one is an Amitabh Bachchan, are they?
There are a lot of wonderful actors, yes, and undoubtedly they have done great work as well. But I think Mr. Bachchan towers over everyone, not just by his height, but all his performances, all his work, his rich baritone voice that resonates. It's how do you beat that? And then he does all these other things. He goes on to the Kaun Banega Crorepati, and he does it so well. And that's been going on for more than 20 years, 22 years now. So this is, I mean, it's quite unbelievable in the longevity. When he changed sides and went into the more mature roles, he just struck off from the very first Mohabbatein. I mean, it was a delightful to see him in that mature role, and he fitted it so well. He did not try to be the young guy, and he was what he was, and he played it so beautifully.
Well, Ramesh Sippy, thank you very much for joining us. Ramesh Sippy there, the director of the iconic film Sholay, which of course was one of Amitabh Bachchan's big hits, one of the biggest hits of Indian cinema. Certainly, Mr. Sippy, thanks very much for being with us.